On YouTube channel Speak Up with Sahil. Thank you very much for joining me, an English learning and public speaking platform. Today we have come up with an amazing and mind-boggling topic in geopolitics and world affairs. Israel has killed Hamas' new leader, Yahya Sinwar, in a strike that sparks outrage among Houthis, Hamas, and Hezbollah Iran militia. World leaders have responded completely differently to his death. Some of the leaders said that he appeared to have been a freedom fighter. The comments won by Western and European leaders, including Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Keir Starmer, Giorgia Meloni, many more. They all have said indeed a lot of things about him, but one thing which was mostly common in their post, that his death will bring peace in Gaza. Now is it? As we know, Yahya Sinwar's death have been seen completely different by the different people, and I feel I think his death can really bring peace in Gaza, and inside Gaza a lot of people have been suffering, and something gotta be done here as soon as possible. But I don't think so. Netanyahu Benjamin is kinda in the mood of stopping this war inside Gaza, Lebanon and other countries. Indeed, Israel has rights to defend itself, so as Iran does, so as Lebanon does. Each and every country has a right to defend itself, and wherever people die, whether people die in Israel, people die in Palestine, people die in Ukraine, or die in Russia, or people die anywhere, I condemn killing. And I feel like the people who have been killed in this war, somewhere they should not have been killed in such way. There are a lot of people, and I have been following this news for the last 1 year, because it has been 1 year since this war began between the Israeli regime and you can say Palestine, and every single spokesperson Israel sent to international televisions, none of them were able to answer this simple and very honest question, which is what is the plan of Netanyahu Benjamin? Because the consequences which is coming forward about the human casualties, we can't really go on like that. We can't literally go on like that, killing people in such barbaric way. I know you want to eradicate Hamas over there, but Hamas is not the problem. Hamas is the symptoms of problem, right? So as you have killed approximately 24,000 people, 42,000 people, and most of them women and children, what are you expecting from their family members? Are they not going to rise up against Israel in upcoming days to just take revenge of their families, because their family members have been killed just in front of their eyes? What are you expecting from them? What are you expecting from a 4-year-old children who has lost his father just in front of his eyes, and he is saying very clearly that this is clearly a killing of my father, who had nothing to do with Hamas, who was not doing anything. He was just in the hospital, and suddenly the hospital was bombed, and Israel killed enormously big amount of people in that hospital. West Bank, there is no Hamas, there is no sign of having Hamas in West Bank, but still people being killed in Hamas in West Bank. I just want very simple thing, I'm not saying this is right, this is wrong. You need to decide which is right and wrong, and I am saying what I think. And in my opinion, I think in this way that so October the 7th was absolutely a terrorist attack. That thing shouldn't have happened with Israel, but we should not frame this stuff, or we should not see the time frame of only October the 7th. In the month of September, just 1 month before, then October the 7th, the Guardian newspaper said hundreds and thousands of people got killed, by Israeli military. They have been killing people in Palestine so long back than October the 7th. So it was nothing more than seeing that the Western media has clearly changed something which was just born on October the 7th. It was not born on October the 7th. It was born far before than October the 7th. That's for thing I can say so far right now. But that's all. I think this is just a current affair I'm trying to make you aware of, and I think there are a lot of things to go on with. There are a lot of things to be seen in this subject which hasn't been hidden, from far beyond our imagination. And those who got inspired by looking at the, you can say, crocodile tears of Israeli Prime Minister, or crocodile tears of people, just imagine Netanyahu Benjamin is not intended to bring these hostages back. Those people who are being held captives, Netanyahu Benjamin has no intention to bring them back. Now Yahya Sinwar got killed, and let's see what's going to happen for them. By the way, it is not the subject of talking, but the subject is here. I was just making aware of the current affair, what was going on. It was only a current affair. I made you aware of our main topic is to discuss how the war is going to happen between Iran and Israel. Will Iran embroil itself into this war, or Israel is going to wipe out? Israel is going to wipe out everything. Just stay tuned with us to know. we are going to solve all of your queries indeed about this subject. It's a story of back then 2010 when Benjamin Netanyahu was kind of obsessed with attacking Iran, that he ordered soldiers to be ready to attack Iran, but he needed the authorization of cabinet, which was denied completely for this. What he had to suit him and his soldiers by saying next time, but now the situation is different. I may not be wrong in saying that Israel has been killing people and waging its genocide inside Gaza quite brutally. Till now, it has killed 42,000 people, thereabout, most of them children and women. Even today, I read in The Guardian, and to make it confirm, BBC also reported that Israel has killed 33 people today in the hospital without a warning. A lot of people got killed in Gaza without even being warned by Israel. So, will Iran put itself in the war? That will be the first question. And how did that start? Let me tell you very clearly. On October 1st, I think Iran, fired 181 rockets at Israel, and then in response, Israel had to do that. I agree with that. But again, they are trying to time frame this topic. This is not something which started back then on October 1st. It started before then, October the 1st. And I think first Iran is the one who attacked Iranian embassy in Syria, that not only killed some of the high officials of Iran, but they had killed some of the human casualties as well. Look at that. What are the human casualties happened back then in Syria, where a lot of people got killed, and they were a common human being. They were not supposed to got killed in that area. I agree with that. What are they saying? What are they talking about? I totally agree that Israel has to do that. But the way it is expanding its, like military operation around the Middle East countries, that is not something I can digest very easily. And, like Iran will, in my opinion, Iran will never involve itself into this war. And why do I think that? It's a very simple stuff behind thinking this. Just why? Because Iran has just lost its leader in a plane crash recently when he was coming back from Kazakhstan, and suddenly his plane got crashed due to murky weather. They could not see through it, and the plane had to land. Plane had to had a very like you can say bad landing, maybe on a debris or somewhere, and then the president got killed. Now the current president cannot be lost, cannot be lost by this like politicians and Iranian as well, because they know very clearly once they lose this Iranian president, that means it will be a clear message from Israel that we can eradicate and we can assassinate each individuals who will support this Hezbollah militia or any other things we can see so far. So now Iran's strategy is very simple, that they are trying to hide this individual, the president of Iran so far, and they are just trying to hide this person at any cost. Now doing significant damage would require large numbers of bunker busting missiles launched from dozens of aircraft operating at least 1200 kilometers away from Israel. Now if they want to use some long range missiles, they don't know where the nuclear facilities have been like you can say hidden or have been made very cryptic by the like by the Iranian regime. They have no idea where these nuclear plants are being hidden, so they cannot even able to find out where these nuclear facilities are. But some of them are saying these nuclear facilities have been built underground. They have no idea, but like in order to like damage these nuclear facilities, how will they come to know where are these nuclear sites? Are they also going to kill a lot of civilians in the in this like process? So I think like they are targeting three things of Iran. First one, oil and gas facilities, missile development launch sites. Third one is nuclear facilities, which is very dangerous. The first one, oil and gas facilities, Joe Biden does not have any problem with this, because Netanyahu Benjamin himself said he had a conversation with Joe Biden, who impeded clearly the process of like Israel attack at nuclear sites of Iran. Joe Biden clearly said it will bring new era of tension for both of us, so it's better to not attack the nuclear sites of Iran. Indeed, we want to destroy the like you can say Islamist groups or those who are responsible for killing Jewish people. They agree with that, but somewhat they're saying we won't allow any of these people to come forward and go behind Iran's nuclear facilities that will eradicate that may have been like dangerous for them. They may have destroyed the whole whole Iranian regime. Maybe the whole Iran will be wiped out from the Middle East nation. So that's the main reason they are saying. Second target of Israel to destroy the Iranian economy, which has already become, which is very Saudi, which has already become very, 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 like you can say Saudi, and very bad, I would say. So countries leaders going to get targeted by like Israel, that's thing. And Israel's most obvious military response would be a tit-for-tat strike on Iran's missile bases. As I said, this opinion would arguably be the least likely to provoke yet another missile salvo from Iran. But Mr. Netanyahu believes that Israel has a historic chance to reshape the region, and this time some of his generals, though not all, they think that the fact that Israel has withstood two major salvos of Iranian missile with barely any casualties or serious damages proves that Israel can withstand whatever Iran throws at ease. But world leaders are not going to support it. Despite the support worth nearly 18 billion that America has given Israel in the past year, and although American plans and warship played a big part in intercepting Iran's missiles, Israel has yet to say its plans with its closest ally. Mr. Netanyahu even, vetoed a proposed trip by Yoav Gallant, the defense minister, but he cancelled the trip to Washington because, like, Netanyahu Benjamin did not get a proper green flag from Joe Biden. Green flag of launching strikes in Iran's nuclear sites, as he did not get the permission from Joe Biden. So he said the Minister Yoav Gallant not going to the US to talk to Joe Biden. There are some Israel defense officials who worry that provoking an all-out war with Iran, while Israel is still fighting Hamas in Gaza and has launched a group invasion against Hezbollah in southern Lebanon, would stretch resources dangerously thin. Some generals I think, one of squandering the gains already made. But since the disaster of October the 7th, 2023, the credibility of Israeli military and intelligence chiefs is standing up to the Prime Minister has diminished. Like Mr. Netanyahu, they seem ready to risk a devastating conflagration in order to transform their legacy from having overseen Israel's greatest, debacle to becoming the victors of a regional war. Like him, they may yet fall victim to their own hubris. Thank you very much for being stay tuned to this channel, Speak Up with Sahil, and see you next time. Next time I'm gonna come up with an amazing topic. Hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much.